Hello everybody, we are doing a 100 XRP giveaway, and if you want to enter, all you have to do is make sure you press the like button, make sure you are subscribed, and make sure you comment something down below. And today, we're gonna be talking about XRP, Bitcoin, some cool theories, and also some daily crypto news. So, I actually prepared this video about 2 hours ago, but because I was busy with some tax stuff, because I'm really looking into that heavily with all this crypto that's going on right now, I didn't get to making the video just quite yet. I believe that was this big red candle when I wanted to make the video. I think it's about 3 p.m. my time, 2 p.m. on this chart. And funny enough, in that video, that is still this video now, I wanted to say a couple of things, and one of them is look at what the price has been doing overnight, and you shouldn't really worry about that for two specific reasons. One, it's actually pretty cool to see, and it's a little bit full, but look at this and this, right? Let me quickly take it off and put it back in so you guys see the ones, these two. It's pretty fun to see how perfectly it is actually trading within the Fibonacci here. You can see the exact move here from the upper red to the bottom red here, which is about 21% or something like that. It's perfectly within the range here, and still I'm thinking for Bitcoin that it's going to be pushing upwards, which will push XRP upwards shortly as well. And again, we most likely were just testing a lot of these resistances for XRP, and right now we are at the closest one at about 69 to 70 cents, which we've talked about a couple of points earlier. But that's just one part of it. The more interesting part is why these retracements, these corrections, they don't really matter. And a good way to showcase that is through bars. And just a fun little thing is if you take a look at what has happened here before, there have been multiple occasions, right? A lot of occasions here where the price went up significantly and down significantly just a little bit afterwards, and the price continued on to then skyrocket a little bit later. The only thing is right now it looks like we've fallen down dramatically because it's like 30 or so percent, but that is also because the way upwards was way heavier. If you put in the bar pattern, I think it's pretty cool to see that if you shove this a little bit and take a little bit of a look at how it's actually moving along and coming along, it actually does resemble quite a little bit of what we've seen before and really what's about to commence, right? And the thing I'm trying to point towards is really more these types of move where you see the price going up for a little bit, you see a huge spike, then falling down for a little bit, then spiking a little bit more down the road. And I mean, you can kind of manipulate this to your own liking. I mean, for example, you can put it a little bit more like this or something like that. Maybe even like this if you want to. I'm not trying to replicate it perfectly. I'm just trying to give you guys an idea of what was moving on here with XRP to give you some intuitive thought of why it's really not that crazy if the price does go down a little bit. Because ultimately, again, these prices and these points is where I'm really looking at. And to be specific, with XRP, the real point, again, is going to be at 90 cents. I think that's the first real important point, with some earlier resistance at about 84, but I don't think those will be a problem. I've been saying that for days right now. Ever since we broke this zone, which is at about 43 cents, I told you guys the next big level to watch is 89, and it's still that exact way, 89 cent it is going to be, all right? So I'm definitely watching now. But still, I've been updating people about my plans about what I'm going to be doing, and I recommend you guys to join the channel as a member if you also want that cool spreadsheet I've been sharing to you guys, and I'm going to be making more of those. So again, you can join, or there's a link in the description as well. But the reason I'm saying that is because I want to make more cash out opportunities for you guys and explain what you can possibly do with your money now that you've got some money out, right? Because as I've said before, I also have a channel where I talk more about financial literacy and just more about making money in finance and stuff like that, and that's what I like to talk about and like to do. And on that channel, I've often talked about what you should do once you have money, or what you should be thinking about to always increase your income and your cash flow rather than just your capital. And again, I want to make more on this channel as well about specifically that, but I'm going to be sharing a couple of cool spreadsheets. So if you want those, make sure you join as a member. And for Bitcoin, still exactly the same thing applies as well. We're going to go to all-time high. There is no stopping it. Just wait, guys, couple of hours, maybe a day or two, but there's really nothing else I can say about this. We're just heading there without stop. No question in my mind. Like I said a couple of days ago as well, it's still very, very much ahead on that. And the next point to watch for Bitcoin is all the way here at about 31,000, which it is most likely still going to hit rather soon here. So I'm thinking all trades in Bitcoin are still going to be fine, but this is not financial advice. And by the way, I just told you guys there was a $30 rebate or something like that. I don't even know. If you sign up to TradingView and purchase a plan there, it's for you and for me. So $30 off for you and $30 off for me. I believe I showed it to you guys previous video. I don't know everything about it, but I just bought the Pro Plus, as I said, which is $180 for a year or 13 months. But still, I also got this watch list in here now. I don't know if you could have done that before. I'm just trying to explore everything that you can do now with the subscription. I'm still not too aware, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to be on here so much more often than I was before. I normally analyze my stuff within exchanges themselves, but I thought, you know what, let me go to TradingView, let me make this my central hub, and thus I want to also invest more time in learning the space perfectly and properly here. With that said, Ripple XRP rose to 90 plus cents earlier, but it actually crashed after Coinbase failure. And I saw a couple of guys tweet about that as well. There were some articles coming in hot, for example, here on Cointelegraph. And by the way, Ledger actually also has a deal right now, a 40% off Ledger hardware wallets to secure and manage your crypto. That's pretty dumb. I don't know why they give 40 freaking percent off. It kind of makes me feel like a dumbass for buying it earlier. 40% off is really a lot, I find. So I personally don't think that's a nice thing, but if you didn't have one, I guess it's very, very cool. But to me, it feels like a stab in my ass, because 40% off, well, that's just a lot of money to get off, I find. But all right, that aside, XRP frenzy driven by Coinbase users. Yeah, Coinbase went completely crazy. We talked about it earlier. It was mostly built up, the move. It was not like a quick pump and dump on XRP. And by the way, we're at 68, 69 cents even still. So our prediction of what we said earlier, that the price was most likely going to find some resistance at 90 or 69 cents, which I thought we thought about it yesterday. I think like 17 hours ago we talked about that. And you guys in the comment section also laughed about the 69. It might not even be that relevant. You know, it might actually not be, because if we're looking at where we're at right now, I think just bounces towards 70 cents here are not even an issue. And I find it pretty cool to see how our levels that we've put in place here, all our resistances are being lined up pretty perfectly. All right, honestly, this has all been put in a couple hours ago. I have not added anything for a little while here. It's pretty cool to see how everything is lining up to all the previous 2018 resistances, and how, you know, a couple of them are acting as support and a couple of them are actually still resistances up to this point. Pretty fun to see, right? So yeah, once more, it's not going to be too important because we're going to break it all, but it's sometimes cool to get those insights. Coinbase went pretty trending overall over on Twitter, but they, of course, like always, had problems as well, and they crashed for a lot of people, like always, like literally always, when things started to get really, really heated and when people wanted to cash out their profits. It's always that way, always happens exactly in the same manner. People keep losing their money, and it's most likely going to keep happening for a very long time, since Coinbase is just pretty stupid in that regard. But they're a cool platform if you're new. It's just they're really not that good on that regard. Beatles legend John Lennon's son believes Bitcoin empowers people. The son of John Lennon talked about Bitcoin on the Orange Pill podcast. He compared Bitcoin with gold, but said Bitcoin also transcends the physical world. Bitcoin is up 155% since the year began, and that's also to be seen at the bottom here. I have everything right now, right in front of me whenever we're talking about this. I love it, I love it, I love it. And I can also switch between charts really, really quickly right now. So I'm getting better videos coming up. Ooh. I'm pretty excited, guys. I love this. I never knew this was possible. I'm going to be really deep diving into everything I can do, because this is so cool. I noticed everything is on Bitstamp, though. Oh no, this is Bitfinex. so not all my charting data is in there, but I'm going to be adding that piece by piece. I also have to kind of learn how everything is going to stay for if I want to update you guys instead of give you new info, but I'll get into that. Investors are buying Litecoin at $2,750. That's over 635% above LTC's all-time high. Grayscale Litecoin Trust trading at a premium of 3,200%, which has been on the increase ever since PayPal's announcement. Yeah, that's pretty dumb. I don't know what else to say with you guys there. It's just really strange how this can go on and how this works. I don't really understand why this is going on, but this meant those who are investing in Grayscale's Litecoin shares in the secondary market are effectively buying LTC at an implied LTC price of $27.50, because that's basically the way things have progressed now and how it's backed, so to speak, which is, in my opinion, still pretty damn dumb. But yeah, whatever. People do their thing. People want to buy this type of stuff. And if they want to buy via Grayscale instead of just on the markets, they go right on ahead. Them doing their thing is not going to hurt me. So why would we care? Ripple's Chris Larsen and major players move 1.8 billion XRP as the token surges towards 71 cents. Over the past 24 hours, around 600 million XRP have been moved by Ripple's Chris Larsen and top crypto exchanges, while 1.8 billion XRP have been wired by Upbit alone. So it's actually pretty difficult to see exactly what's making these moves go on, as we don't know if these guys are really trying to sell it all here or just move in money, possibly to give it to others or something along those lines. It's pretty damn difficult. To a certain degree, it could also be that some of these founders, some of these bigger guys, some of these whales are even cashing out crypto into a different crypto, or they could be cashing out for further progress in their own entrepreneurial life, right? Because, honestly speaking here, even though they are founders and they should not really get rid of that many coins, if you have, for example, let's say you have, for example, 7 billion, right? I don't think it's that crazy if you, at one point or another, get rid of 100 million coins in that case, right? I don't think that's really too strange. So, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, and I think there's nothing too much going on anyway. But also, to a different degree, we should respect that any person has the desire to get himself or herself or itself the maximum ROI, right? So, if you can cash out XRP to get yourself a better return on investment somewhere else, of course you're going to do that if you're quite certain that that's going to happen, right? And with XRP, we all know it's going to be going to all-time high, but the closer we're getting here, there's only 480% left. A couple of days ago, this was 1,300, all right? Things are going completely crazy. It's getting close to almost being nothing at all anymore, and I'm already getting kind of nervous that, again, we were not stacked enough for this run. I'm kind of getting cold feet, but on a different end, we're pretty happy with the results, right? And another thing I think you guys like, Bearable Guy is back. 14 hours ago, he posted an emoji. Can't wait, is what XP the Standard says. King Solomon is laughing. Yada, yada, yada. So I've deciphered this or decoded, and this means that XRP prices are going to go to $130 billion per coin. That's exactly what I've predicted, and that's what you got to note. Of course, that is obviously a joke. Please don't get upset with me, because this type of stuff, I really don't know what it's supposed to mean. And there's always people claiming, yeah, this means that or that or that. How can you know that? It's an emoji. It's a freaking emoji with this little laugh in there. There's almost 2,000 people liking this and just people going crazy. Of course, a lot of these are just for the funs and giggles, which, again, I appreciate. But there's some people who take this in a lot, and I don't know if that's the way we should be looking at this. But maybe I'll become a Riddler too one day and join Mr. Poole and the other guys of making very clouded messages and leaving it at that. Because if I just post a message right now with up is down or something like that, people might go, yeah, this is he posted this the 24th of November, 17:36 or 5:36 p.m., which again 5 plus 3 plus 6 is 9. 5 plus 3 plus 6 is 5 plus 9 is 14. 14 is 4 plus 1 is 5. 14 minus 5 is 9. So that again comes down to in gematria this, and oh yeah, together with the picture that he posted from up is down. That means that maybe the 9 should be upwards or downwards. I mean, turn around, which means 6. Maybe that means XRP is going to increase 6-fold, going above all-time high. Yeah, and that's what people can draw from that, which is interesting to say the least. But that was it for today. Just a quick little update. Again, we're gonna be going higher, guys. Higher. There's no question in my mind. 68 cents is a fact right now. We've been in there for a long time already, so complaining that you didn't get an ROI on XRP is not a possibility anymore. I'm buying more, because we're going to be going to 90 cents. We're going to propel there. I'm pretty certain about that. But again, this is not financial advice, just my own opinion as a random guy on the internet. Keep that in the back of your head.